Welcome to PC Tips Pro. This is Sheeta over here. Welcome to Python for Beginners. In last video, we have discussed about the sequential steps and some code related to sequential steps and the previous videos. So in today's class, we're gonna completely devote to the demonstration of the code for your better understanding. We will be doing code and the theoretical part simultaneously for your better understanding. So now let's get into the today's topics. Today's topics are demonstration of the code. So today we're gonna see the code demonstration of the previous topics which we have discussed so far. So let's get started. So in the previous class we just ended up with this code. In today's class we'll explore some more code. Okay, yeah, let's get started. Again, just a review and of your last class, we learnt about printing a statement which we want print hello in the last class. Run it and we got hello as the output, and we also used the input statements, how to use them, input functions, sorry. And now let's go with some of the bit better codes now. Let's start with the input statements. Yeah. So we have discussed that Europe floor and US floor, right? For your remembrance, I'll just tell you again. You in Europe, floors use it to be from 0 to first floor will be 0, second floor will be 1, third floor will be 4. Sorry, 2. So in the US, floors start from 1. First floor 1, second floor 2. But in the Europe, it will be a minus 1. Or you can say that in US plus 1 of the Europe. So we'll just see how to do this in the demonstration over here. First, I want to use this hashtag. It is meaning of comments. Comments are nothing but information about the code or the step of the program you are being compiling or executing. They just give the readability of the user, because if someone who don't know the Python or someone who don't have much knowledge is reading your code, he needs to know what is happening in what step. So we just better use these hashtag symbols so that for the better readability of the users, they do not make any changes to your program. They are just some statements which doesn't have any interference with your code. So let's get started now. In the hashtags we are just going with the converting elevator, sorry, elevator floor, right? So now we are input is equals to 1 second. Let's close this with another hashtag. Now input is the variable that I want to give. Inp is the variable that I want to name my space in the memory. Input, uh, we want to ask this, what is your Europe floor? What Europe floor number you want to give? So I'm gonna ask Europe floor question mark. And then next, this int in the memory is allocated some space. In that space, we are giving the input that is given for the Europe floor question. So next step, we're gonna see Europe floor. I'm gonna give the variable USF equals to int as we already discussed about the data types, int is the integer. Int is a keyword. As you can see over here, some of the suggestions we got. Int is an integer, and this raw input we used to use it for Python 2 actually. So now we are using for Python 3 USF int for integer, so that it is very important for a variable to be declared with the data type. Very important. You may get, or mostly you will get, a error after you compile, so better see this and note it down. Int inp with the variable plus 1. So this doesn't make any change because that is a comment. But if you don't want, see, as you can see hashtag over here, it is a comment, but if you don't want, you can remove this. I'm removing it. Okay, input plus 1. Then next, let's make a gap over here for the better understanding. Yeah, now if we go to the print, now we want to print US floors. We need to convert the Europe floors to US floors, so we just want to print over here US floor is, that's it. US floor is, this comma indicates a space between the US floor and USF variable. Variable need not to be kept under the single inverted commas. It is okay to be the single. Not only okay, it must be single. Now let's compile this. Are we getting an error? No error. Now what is the Europe floor? So I want to give Europe floor. What my Europe floor? Okay, my Europe floor, first let's go with the basic. Europe floor is 0. Enter. US floor is 1. Finished program. So this is where the programming plays a major role. So if you want to convert from US floor to Europe floor, it is much easy. So let's just US floor. You want to know US floor, but in the case of US floor, you need to use minus over here. -1, right? And this should be, yeah, Europe floor EUF. I want to keep EUF -1, and you want to keep your Europe floor is EUF, right? So now let's run this. What is your US floor? My US floor is 8 floor. Europe floor is 7. Simple. So you can just interchange these. So now let's go to the another code. I hope you are getting into the Python slowly. So now let's go for the one more thing, which is based on the variables that we have discussed in the last video, sequential steps. Let's go through that program now. So I'm gonna assign, I don't want x now, I just want s. Let me take my variable name as s over here. S equals to 3. So s equals to 3, and I want to print my s. I want to print my s first, and then I want to assign my s with 3 plus 3 plus, I'm sorry, s plus 4 first, and again I want to print my s, and then now again I want to assign my s is equals to s plus 8. Now again I want to print my s. So just observe something. In all cases I'm printing my s, but in the answer you will be just see different values for different s. you will be seeing for different values for the same s which you are printing. That means the space s, and it is a variable one. As the name suggests, it is a variable s plus 7 over here. And one last thing, and I want to do one more last operation now. S is equals to s minus, let's take minus, or we can go with multiplication over here. I already told you that we need to use star symbol for multiplication. S star, let's go with 2, then print s. So now let's see what happens. 14, yeah, we need to go up to see this. See, first we got s equals to 3. S is assigned with 3. When you printed s, you got 3 as an output. And when you have s plus 4, that is 3 plus 4, you want to print s, you got 7. And then already the s is allocated with or assigned with 7, and you want to add with 7 again. S is equals to s plus 7, and you want to print s, that is 7 plus 7, 14. You got it? Yes. And then you want to multiply it with 2, the existing what is the value of s? S is now 14 in the previous step for this. So you want the s is equals to s into 2. So then 14 into 2, 28. You want to print s, then 28. That is where the magic comes with the Python. That is where the simplicity comes to the Python. So that is all for today. And in the next video, we will be discussing some more code. So stay tuned. I hope you liked this video and found this useful. Thank you for watching.